vote offers for your help in choosing our next king, but my offer I think you will find painful to refuse. Will you take wine, Superior? No, my lord, thank you. Glokta hobbled painfully over the threshold. I will not stay long. I, too, have a great deal of business to attend to. Elections don't rig themselves, you know. Of course, please be seated. Ingolstadt dropped happily into one of his chairs and gestured to another. It took Glokta a moment to get settled, lowering himself carefully, then shifting his hips until he discovered a position in which his back did not give him constant pain. And what did you wish to discuss with me? I have come on behalf of Archlector Thult. I hope you will not be offended if I am blunt, but His Eminence wants your vote. The nobleman's heavy features twisted in feigned puzzlement. Very badly feigned, as it goes. I am not sure that I understand. My vote on what issue? Glokta wiped some wet from beneath his leaking eye. Must we engage in such undignified dancing? You have not the build for it, and I have not the legs. On the issue of who will next occupy the throne, Lord Ingolstadt. Ah, that! Yes, that, idiot. Superior Glokta, I hope I will not disappoint you, or His Eminence, a man for whom I have nothing but the highest respect, and he bowed his head with an exaggerated show of humility, when I say that I could not, in all good conscience, allow myself to be influenced in any one direction. I feel that I and all the members of the Open Council have been given a sacred trust. I am duty-bound to vote for the man who seems to me to be the very finest candidate from the many excellent men available. And he assumed a grin of the greatest self-satisfaction. A fine speech. A village dunce might have even believed it. How often have I heard it or its like the past few weeks? Traditionally, the bargaining would come next, the discussion of how much exactly a sacred trust is worth, how much silver outweighs a good conscience, how much gold cuts through the bindings of duty. But I am not in a bargaining mood today. Glokta raised his eyebrows very high. I must congratulate you on a noble stand, Lord Ingolstadt. If everyone had your character, we would be living in a better world. A noble stand indeed, especially when you have so much to lose. No less than everything, I suppose. He winced as he took his cane in one hand and rocked himself painfully forward towards the edge of the chair. But I see you will not be swayed, and so I take my leave. What can you refer to, Superior? The nobleman's unease was written plainly across his plump face. Why, Lord Ingolstadt, to your corrupt business dealings? The ruddy cheeks had lost much of their glow. There must be some mistake. Oh, no, I assure you. Glokta slid the papers of confession from the inside pocket of his coat. You are mentioned often in the confessions of senior Mercers, you see? Very often. And he held the crackling pages out so they both could see them. Here you are referred to as, and not my choice of words, you understand, an accomplice. Here as the prime beneficiary of a most unsavory smuggling operation. And here you will note, and I almost blush to mention it, your name and the word treason appear in close proximity. Ingolstadt sagged back into his chair and set his glass rattling down on the table beside him, a quantity of wine sloshing out onto the polished wood. Oh, we really should wipe that up. It could leave an awful stain, and some stains are impossible to remove. His Eminence, continued Glokta, counting you as a friend, was able to keep your name